Husky fans, welcome into another edition of NIU Weekly. I am Andy Garcia, alongside the Associate Vice President and Director of Athletics at NIU, Sean T. Frazier. And Sean, great to be with you again. This is episode number 4 of the fall, and we're getting closer to football. I know there's some things to iron out, and what are you guys working on right now? I know there's so many things going on. Who's going to be on the field? What type of access? The testing. I know there's got to be a lot going on for you and football just to try to get all this going.
Yeah, it's I'm laughing because it's just so much stuff flying around. It's definitely testing our resolve as a staff, as an institution, just as an organization. But yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces, Andy. And God bless you. We don't know a lot of things because it's based on COVID and based on the ability with our Department of Health here in DeKalb, based on factors of others being able to compete. So yeah, we're just going to throw this stuff in the blender and then hope, Almighty Lord, that it helps us out. But we will have a lot of different plans in place, and we will try to come up with those scenarios. But yeah, we're at the mercy of COVID right now.
It's 2020, man. You just don't know.
That's true. That's true.
Week by week, right? So we'll see. But the football is planned for November 4th, starting then. And we know there's not going to be any fans. We know there's a lot of season ticket holders that would love to have been in the seats. Not this year. But there's a great way that you can still be a part of it, and it's the cardboard cutout program. We've seen it in other schools. Different sports have done it. And I know Husky fans are going to get involved too. Cardboard cutouts. You can get more information at NIUHuskies.com. What are we going to see? What type of cardboard cutouts? We're going to see your dog? What are we going to see?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do it all. I can't wait to have them, and I'm going to use them in perpetuity. I'm going to use those cardboard cutouts for a lot of different things after it's all said and done. But it's a fun way, right? It's a fun way to be able to support, to be somewhat interactive, right? And we'll do the best we can to have some fun with it. We really appreciate the support, right? So these are things that you're going to look back on 2020 in the COVID area and say, you know what? You remember when I had that cardboard cutout? I still have it sitting around. It's in the garage. It's in the attic. Whatever the deal is. But in all seriousness, it's a great way to support and to you can't get into this to the actual game, but your representative is going to be there for you. How about it?
So, NIUHuskies.com. You know who we need to see? We need to see a couple of Ryan Sedevies in those cardboard cuts. That's who we need. Ryan Sedevy, part of your staff, terrific guy. We're joking around, but
our chief marketing guy. Yeah,
he's great.
We'll get it done.
We're going to see a lot of people. Hopefully, the cardboard cutout program is a huge success, and hopefully, fans will get involved in NIUHuskies.com. We are going to talk about Huskies Invest today. Also, a little volleyball. Head coach Ray Gooden is going to join us in a second. Also, TJ Feuerbach from your staff is going to join us. His role is development and research generation. We're going to talk about Huskies Invest. It started this week, and I know that's a big thing going on right now. First things first, let's bring in NIU's head volleyball coach and bring in Ray Gooden, because you know what? He's supposed to be playing right now. They're supposed to be getting their season. They'd be in conference probably about right now. But can I tell you a little bit about Coach Ray Gooden? Good golfer.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hey there, teammate. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Glad to have you on. And I know this is Sean and I've talked a little about. It's 2020. It's all crazy. But what's it been like for you, your coaches, your players, not to be playing this fall and getting ready for a spring season?
I think we're just trying to figure things out. I think that, like everybody else, we're supposed to be playing our second weekend of conference this weekend. We're supposed to, be 15 matches into it, 14 matches into it. But right now we're healthy and we're trying to stay as safe as we can. And that's the best we can do right now.
Sean?
Yeah, so I guess I'm taken aback by the whole golf situation. I'm kind of –
Oh, wait. So, quick story.
Yeah,
Ray
come on.
and I and some of the volleyball crew, we were grouped together in the NIU women's basketball golf outing.
Yeah.
We were good. We were real good.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, good.
He can hit. Ray can hit.
Right.
So no, we're gonna play more. I've got a golf buddy now.
Well, good.
Yeah, I had a good time. That was a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. So, Coach, let's shift gears here. You're right. You're not. There's no injuries. God bless. You're healthy. So take us through. Like, what are you doing to prep? We know you're going to be in the spring. We know that we're going to have a great season. I know that you're a guru when it comes to making sure that your student athletes are prepared mentally and physically. So talk to me about what you're doing now to be ready for that competition.
Well, the good news for us right now is that we don't have to compact everything into 3 weeks in order to start playing. That's what we normally do in women's volleyball in our fall sport. And now we're able to kind of take things, expand them over a period of time. And with our group, I think it's great, in order to get ourselves, we feel, as prepared as we can for the now new spring season. We can install some things and go at a pace where our kids can feel like they can fully grab it. And I love it personally, because I just feel like the retention is far greater. We can do it in smaller chunks and kind of go from there. And we're allowed to, which has been very nice. And if we do that, we know, today we've got another version of a potential schedule for us in the springtime. So our kids see an end, which is really good. For a few weeks, we were kind of nervous. And we still are, don't get me wrong. There's no assumptions here, but we see something that we can at least, work our way towards and get ourselves prepared, for, thanks to the presidents and the athletic directors, with Sean's leadership and all the other admins that have been around, we were able to see something there. And I think our kids really embrace it, and to get ourselves ready to play in season.
It's interesting. So you know a little bit of what's going on with the schedule. I know you may not know all of it, but how many games are you looking to play in the spring?
Well, we're looking to play 22. Normally, and it's going to be conference only. And normally for conference, we would play 16. Normally in a season, we play somewhere between 30 and 35. So for the fact that we get a chance to potentially play 22 matches is pretty awesome. The minimums were changed from 19 matches to 10 matches for the NCAA. So for us to play 22 again, I feel very blessed about that. And again, no one knows how it's going to look, but at least, or how it's going to play out. At least we know how it looks. And we've done some things as a conference, as a sport, to try to eliminate situations where if something happens, unfortunately, many teams will be affected. It might just happen to the minimum number. So we're going to have some different things there. But again, we see a schedule, and it's awesome to have.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's good to know. That's news to me. That's awesome that you guys at least have something set in some way of a schedule. And you have 10 upperclassmen on this roster. So you've got some experience. How has that helped going through this fall so far with just practice and training? And how can that help you going into the spring?
Well, I mean, we've been going through a young cycle here for the past past couple of years. And it's not an excuse. It just kind of is what it's been. And so now those kids have gone from being freshmen, sophomores to now juniors and seniors. And we feel like that experience helps us a bunch. We're trying to, we normally try to keep our gym professional. As far as understanding what you need to do to take care of our team, make our team better. And more kids have a better understanding of it now. And I just think that with the timing and the time we have to teach and the time they're able to take to learn, it falls right in line. And little by little, you can start to see improvements from our players. For sure, from the kids who played with us before, how they manage themselves from last fall to the beginning of our spring, to from the beginning of our spring to now. You can see those incremental improvements, and we're really excited about that.
Sean?
Yeah, so that's a great way. I see how you think. As you know, Andy, Ray is the elder statesman of coaches. He's the coaches. As far as their, getting to know the lay of the land, he's been the consummate professional. But so talk to me about what you're doing with your staff. You got some new elements. You got some different things going on. So talk to me on the preparation side of the staff prep. That'd be interesting.
Well, so we start off. We've added staff or made a switch in our staff. Morgan Salo's with our group now. With her and Joe Davidson's been with us for a long period of time. Our interactions have been very good, especially in the situation where, we didn't see each other together physically for months. But through technology, as we're doing it right now, we found different ways. There's always ways to learn, always ways to teach, and so we found ways to make sure that we are continuing to move forward and not staying behind. I've heard that from a guy from before. So that part's really important. Able to help then transfer that to our kids to teach is really important. And then as we're working through it, like we get a chance to practice here a little bit, today. Our staff is for sure doing a much better job of reading out the same book and working our way to hopefully be on the same page. And I know some of that's cliche, but it's really a big deal, to where, if kids are looking to hear similar concepts, similar ideas, and understanding what's going on, they can hear it from out of multiple voices. And we've worked really, really hard on that.
This is NIU Weekly. Andy Garcia alongside Sean T. Frazier. I'm joined by the Huskies head volleyball coach, Ray Gooden. And not just you guys being able to get stuff done on the court, but I know you guys as a program have started a Pause to the Polls initiative this fall to promote voter registration. Who came up with this idea, and how did it all come about?
Well, the student athletes have been doing it for a while, just truth be told. And we've also had other sport programs in their own way, kind of doing different things. We were just trying to help bring things a little bit closer together, maybe streamline it a little bit more in concert with the university, so that, if we had some kind of a tag that would work, for all of us as student athletes here at NIU, as staff members, we felt pretty good about it. So we came up with the idea of Pause to the Polls, made a graphic for it, and I think it's had a pretty decent grab. And I think everyone's working on understanding how important it is to vote. We're not telling people who to vote for, how to do it, but getting themselves registered is for sure, is our mission. And then from there, if we can help educate as to the why, why is it important to vote? Understand the rights we have, as Americans, those types of things are so important. And it's part of the education. And if we're able to do that little by little, and again, just to see, the student athletes, how they've grabbed onto it, it's been really cool.
Sean, very cool. This initiative from NIU Volleyball to get voter registration up, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, I kudos to student athletes and staff. We don't direct who to vote for. This is an initiative to exercise your rights. Vote for the person who you want to vote for. But the whole initiative to making sure your civic duty, your responsibility as an American citizen to vote. So get out to the polls. And I really do appreciate the way the student athletes and obviously our staff have supported that initiative, because it doesn't happen everywhere. And I do know that this group of students and staff really take this very, very seriously.
Very cool. Coach, I'll give you last thoughts. Again, you got somewhat of a schedule. You know what you guys, like you said, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot to still get to spring, but at least you guys are getting back on the court. You got things going off the court that are great. You've got 10 upperclassmen. It seems like you guys are in the right direction as you get ready for the spring.
We got a lot of positives, for sure. When the lights come on, we got to put it all out there, no matter who we do it in front of, if it's just us or friends and family, our fans we've missed so much, but we've continued to get their support. We're just excited to be able to do it. And I'm excited to be able to do this here. This is lap number 19 for me now here at NIU. And it's awesome to be able to do it with the support of everyone here. We want to continue to do the things that we know they're capable of. We're capable of being a competitive program. We're capable of being a program that can play for a championship. We've done it before, and we aim to do it again.
Coach, appreciate the time, and I'll hopefully see you soon on campus.
For sure. Thanks, you guys. Thank you very much.
Take care now. That's
head coach Ray Gooden. Volleyball, really good stuff happening there. And again, the voter registration initiative is very cool as well, Sean. A lot of good stuff happening in volleyball. As we bring in now TJ Feuerbach, going to kind of move a little bit to Huskies Invest, and TJ's got a big part of that. TJ Feuerbach joins us. He's a senior associate athletic director, part of development and revenue generation. And TJ's coming on to talk about Huskies Invest. And TJ, I know this is Sean and I have talked about, it's a crazy year 2020, and NIU's going through some financial situations, pitfalls, ups and downs. It seems like Huskies Invest is really important this year. TJ, talk about how long has Huskies Invest been around, and what are some differences going into this year?
Sure. This is first of all, good to see you guys. Thanks for having me on. But this is year 4 of Huskies Invest. So we started this thing in 2017 with a goal of 100,000 and 200,000 and 300,000, and you kind of hit upon it. Now we're, probably looking into the millions, truth be told, but Huskies Invest developed really out of a need to put a face on fundraising, and in particular philanthropic fundraising for NIU athletics. So much of what we do is transactional in nature, meaning I give and I pay for my season tickets or premium tickets, and in return I get a good location to view the game, depending on that amount. I also get access to great parking, HAF tent, fifth quarter, those types of things. And while those things are great and extremely necessary in keeping the department afloat, we also have other needs as a department, so as well as our sport program. So really the reason behind Huskies Invest was twofold. One, to highlight the amazing student athletes that we currently have, and then secondly, to really just shine a light on our programs through philanthropic giving. And I guess the second part of that question, Andy, was what is different this year? COVID-19, to be perfectly honest. That's the difference, right? So we're in a place where it can't just be a week of giving anymore. So we're extending it really from now until mid-November, which will culminate in the NIU Foundation's Thousands Strong initiative ending November 18th. So we have an initial 2-week push for unrestricted COVID relief, and then we'll transition into what is our more traditional week of giving involving our sport programs, and that will take place October 19th through the 23rd. And then we'll wrap up with one final push with the NIU Foundation, as I mentioned.
Sean, we've heard about the financials. We heard what's going on around campus and what's going on with some sports kind of have to hold off for a little bit. And TJ's talked about it, and you're going to hear more about it with Huskies Invest. I mean, it's important. It goes to the student athletes, and it's money that NIU needs to help fund sports at NIU, plain and simple.
Yeah, the need is at its greatest that it's ever been during my tenure. I'm completing my my 8th year, believe it or not. And as we take a look at all the different things that we've been involved with, and Huskies Invest has been a pillar of that. We've done a number of things to engage our alumni, and obviously our students, our student athletes, our donors, all the folks that want to know about what's going on. TJ and his staff have done a phenomenal job with the engagement piece of it. But again, it's about the student athlete. It's about the experience. And we will, and we have seen shortfalls in our operational budget. COVID spoke extremely loud and basically said that we're going to have some significant deficits in the millions. And we know that. So we've kind of been very transparent about that. Just released our annual report. We talked a little bit about what's going on operationally. But, TJ, I thought back to you. What are some of the things that we can expect this week? We've always kind of teased them here and there, but I don't want to steal your thunder. What are some of the things that we can expect? Don't give it all though, TJ. Just tease them a little bit.
Well, I gotta give you some. So right now, we got the Huskies Invest virtual golf outing going on. So that started September 25th, running through actually this Saturday, October 10th. And then with it being homecoming week, we're airing, the 1998 Street Breaker football game against Central Michigan. We'll be going live on YouTube this Friday evening at 7 p.m. With Bill Baker and Mark Lindo. And then we've got one that's a little near and dear to our athletic director's heart. Going live on Wednesday, October 14th, we will air the NIU, the 2003 NIU Alabama.
Oh,
that's okay. They didn't want to play us in 2013. Okay, they didn't want to play us.
And we got Mike Turner and Nick Duffy and John Haldy joining us during that broadcast as well. So
that should be good.
There.
Yeah, like I told you, they didn't want to play us in 2013, TJ. They fell out of that contract.
I remember that. but that program, as TJ is talking about that, we learned a lot from, a number of the different things that have happened in the spring, where Victory Bash and some of the things going on with that engagement. So we've learned and gotten better with that, and the beneficiary of this is going to be Huskies Invest this week. So good job, a great job, TJ, on giving us a little snapshot of what's going on.
Yeah, and to your point, also, shed the light on the student athletes, right? We're going to have over the course of however long we're doing this, roughly a month period, right? We're going to have numerous student athlete spotlights and some donor spotlights and some other things that we've traditionally done during Huskies Invest Week.
TJ, I'll give you kind of a two-question thing here, because the first one is, how can people get involved? We want people to donate. We'll talk about that, but how can people get involved in Huskies Invest?
Sure. I mean, the biggest and probably the financially most beneficial to the department is for season ticket holders and premium seat holders, who for the most part probably paid in the early portion of spring to make a donation back to the department, right? So that is far and away the most impact on our department moving forward. And then beyond that, again, we have 1 week left of the Huskies Invest virtual golf outing. Should have, again, incredible weather this week, probably the best weather you could ever hope for in the early part of October. So grab some buddies, and for $45, go ahead and hop in the virtual golf outing. Marketing team is working on fan cutouts. That concept, as we begin to roll that piece out, be on the lookout for that.
I got mine done.
You see these now everywhere popping up, right? MLB, NFL, college stadiums across the country. So we too will be hopping on that bandwagon. And then the more obvious, right? Just make a contribution unrestricted to COVID relief efforts for the department, or contribute to your sport programs later this month. Renew your basketball and 2021 football season tickets when the time comes, right? Every little bit is critical, and all will go a long way in supporting us this year.
How can fans donate? Where can they go to get more information? How can they donate to Huskies Invest?
Sure. Easiest way is 24/7 access, right? Visit huskyathleticfund.com and click on the Husky Invest graphic, or call Husky Athletic Fund Monday through Friday, 815-753-1923. Or if you're interested in kind of the piece that I was just talking about, whether it's donate and enroll in over season tickets, call the ticket office, 815-753-PACK.
TJ, great stuff. And again, as Sean said, you and your staff have been working hard, and it's just a crazy year. I mean, it's, plain and simple. The Huskies need the cash to come in, and we're hoping that the donors and the fans will contribute and make Huskies Invest this year a huge success.
I hope so too.
TJ, don't forget, we're going to get you a cutout too. Don't worry.
Okay.
We already talked about Ray Gooden. He's going to get one. We'll get you one. Sean Frazier, his dog, his family's going to have one. Everybody involved. Don't worry.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks for everything, TJ. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Go Huskies.
That's TJ Feuerbach, Senior Associate Athletic Director, part of Development and Revenue Generation. And we hope people watching this can get the word out, Sean, about what Huskies Invest is. And hopefully some fellow alumni will talk to other fellow alumni and get everyone involved. And there's different ways you can get involved. As we said, we need it, right? We need it for the student athletes.
Yeah, this is DEFCON 5. We're talking about the need is probably at the all-time high. And we had a perfect storm of issues, right? COVID-19 being one. Obviously, our ability to generate revenue has been constricted, right? Because we're in the athletic athletic competition business. If you want to take a look at it, if you want to boil all the way down to that. And we have not been able to do that. And we will not be able to do that as long as COVID is making its real pronounced voice that we see right now. So as we kind of go through this, we're going to have to pause. We're going to have to make adjustments. We're going to have to come up with new type of ways. So again, just like that, Huskies Invest will have to be changed. We'll have to make a bit of a course correction. So any support given, and our supporters have been fantastic. They've been off the charts. And I want to say personally, before anybody gives, thank you so much for what you have done and what you're going to do. So there's no question about that.
I also have to mention NIU is celebrating homecoming this week, 114th homecoming in school history. It's a virtual homecoming this year. So as TJ mentioned, you're going to see football broadcasts with the 98 streak breaker against Central Michigan. You can see Bill Baker, Mark Linda. That's going to be on YouTube this Friday. There's other events that are happening. And if you want to get involved and kind of see what's going on with this 114th homecoming at NIU virtual style this year, go to niu.edu/homecoming. So you can find out more about homecoming, just a different way, right? Just another kind of wrinkle what happens in 2020, but it is homecoming for NIU. And Sean, as we wrap things up, don't forget, Husky fans, log on, subscribe to this page, NIU Athletics, here on YouTube. You get different videos. Again, you're going to hear more about player profile, coaches profiles, stuff about what they're doing, what the 98 Central Michigan game, other things. Just subscribe, NIU Athletics on YouTube. You'll never miss an episode of NIU Weekly there also. And hey, we continue here this fall, Sean. I know you're going through a lot of stuff. I know your staff is going through a lot of stuff. You guys are trying to set this football season up right. I know we're going to find out some more information about what's going on and the schedule, but at least we're moving forward, right? That's as we can do this healthy and as much knowledge that we can find out, that's all we can do, right?
Yeah, that's it. No such thing as standing still, either moving forward or moving back. I say that all the time. And again, we are doing everything we can. We have one of the robust medical protocols in the group of 5 in the country. I feel really comfortable with our medical advisory group in the MAC, what we're doing at NIU, our leadership, President Lisa Freeman. We've got a good, solid base, and this too shall pass. But we will definitely make sure we'll do everything we can to keep everyone safe and healthy.
Yeah, if we want to leave anybody with the 2 big parts of today. One's the Huskies Invest. Hopefully fans can get involved with that and donors. But also the cardboard cutout. NIUHuskies.com. All the information is there for some things happening. And again, just trying to support NIU. Want to thank Ray Gooden, NIU said volleyball coach, for joining us, and TJ Feuerbach, Senior Associate Athletic Director at NIU, and trying to get Huskies Invest going. Good to have those guys on today. And Sean, we'll do it again next week and talk to more head coaches as we move forward here in the fall.
I appreciate it, Andy. Stay safe. Thank you so much.
Yes, you too. For Sean T. Frazier, I'm Andy Garcia saying thank you for watching another version of NIU Weekly. We'll talk to you next week. Go Huskies.